I'm having a very nostalgic, it's kind of an amazing feeling, capping off an interesting day. And one of the things that's kind of hit me, and it's a really liberating feeling, it's that everything in my life, every shortcoming, every failure, every success, it was all my fault. And the outcome rested on my ability to make good decisions or my inability to make good decisions. And when you get to that point, it feels like, it's hard to describe, it's like an end-of-life feeling. It's like seeing everything flash before your eyes and kind of just playing back everything and just feeling like everything was in my control. And all the places that I didn't get the outcomes that I desired or that I attempted to get or intended to get, it's because I didn't have either the drive, the mindset, to manufacture it on my own. I didn't have the innovation, the wherewithal, what's the word I'm looking for? It's hard to explain, but in my younger years, when I was driven, the drive was so intense that I would go anywhere. It made me fearless. And the more I saw that what I was pursuing was not what I originally thought it would be, the more that drive went away. And I never found anything in my life outside of storytelling and performing that made me happy and gave me a drive. And it was like I was pursuing my passion when I was doing it. And I loved every second of it when I got to actually do it. The problem is the way the industry or the business side of things are set up is not really what performers enjoy or are even good at doing. It's a very different mindset to interact with the business side of show business. But anyway, I'm having this epiphany, even with relationships, friends, women that I've dated, everything. And at the end of the day, I never got the things that I intended because I didn't make the decisions that the people who get the things that I pined after made to get those. And that takes a lot of balls, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of perseverance, it takes a lot of thinking outside the box. And if you think in terms of the way this education system or this culture or our parents' generation taught us to think, you're not going to be able to succeed, because the reality is the people that are wildly successful don't think like you. They don't think like standardized, follow a path that someone else laid out for them type of train of thought, if you will. They oftentimes are in situations of extreme adversity that the average person cannot comprehend, and that would probably break the average person. And they beat that adversity, and it doesn't matter how many times they fail, they get back up again and they do something else. Sometimes people have failed at starting 10 different businesses before they succeed at one. And someone like me is kind of really finicky. I can be really excellent at certain things, but I'm not motivated by money, so you can't I don't give a shit about trinkets. I don't give a shit about oh, you want this big house? You want this shiny car? You want all these beautiful women? And it's no, I kind of just want to do something that I love and not think about all that shit and and let the chips fall where they may. And it's hard because if you don't have some sort of emotional hot button, people around you can't push it. And I think that's one of the challenges that I've seen, is that when we were younger, we had all of our friends, our boys, to like push us, whether it's at the gym, whether it's, go talk to that girl, you fucking pussy, or do one more set, or one more rep, whatever. You had guys there to like, for me anyways, I always had guy friends to like encourage me to do something that I might not have done on my own. And it's kind of like, like you're showboating with your friends and one-upping each other. That spurs you to great heights. But as you get older, everybody settles down and you don't have those friends around. And all of a sudden, you're not really pushing yourself, and you find yourself going into rooms where you're the smartest person in the room, and that's never a good thing, right? If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And now the room I'm in is just nature. It's just me and God, and I'm definitely the least smart here. I'm the least cut off from nature. And so it's interesting, as I've been working on like the last year of just like recalibrating my body, recalibrating my mind, and getting rid of all these fucking thoughts that I've had that have just not served me, and in fact have been inimical to my own interests. And it's just wild, but it's an amazing feeling. And I hope some of you get there, because you don't get mad at anybody. It's sad, it's bittersweet. You think about the places you failed and what you would give to have succeeded, and life not to play out the way that it did. But when you can take responsibility and just realize it's all my fault, good or bad, it's 100% it's the consequences of the decisions I made. It's like a yoke being removed from your shoulders. It's very freeing. So I just wanted to share that because it's a really good, it's a really amazing place that I'm in right now, and I wanted it on the record. But anyways, have a good day.